Yeah, so it's a pleasure for Smile Makers Training to bring this video and give you smile tips. Uh, so I just remembered a long time back, one of the first malls that opened in India. It was in Bombay. It was in Tardev. It was called Bombay Central or something like that. I don't remember. Okay. And I was walking, very amazed at all the big branded showrooms. And there was this L'Oreal showroom, hair color. And suddenly one girl comes out with all streaks of color. Remember, this year is 1999, okay? Which was very rare to see somebody with streaks of color. I just, "Hi, auntie, how are you?" she asked me. I almost didn't recognize her. She was my maid servant's daughter who was working for me for 4 years. Yes, yeah. So I had left Bombay in 1999 to come to Bangalore, and I went there after 6 months, and I was surprised to see this girl in the L'Oreal showroom with colored hair, telling me to buy their hair color. And I just asked her, what? Because I remember this girl, my maid servant, used to always be so worried about her children. Her son would not study, and her daughter was studying. So her daughter and me, I would ask those children to come home and I would teach them. And her daughter and me, I had taken her to so many colleges to get her admission. She had got just some 60 plus, I remember. And I took her to my old college, but they did not give her admission, Finally, she got admission in some other college. I gave her my clothes, my bags, my shoes, whatever I could. Okay. And I said, "What are you doing? Have you stopped studying?" And she says, "No, madam, I study. I go to early morning college. And, now I am coming to work from 12 to 8, I come here to work." And I was surprised. I said, "Very good. I hope you're not stopping your studies." And I said, "What about your mother?" And she said, "Yeah, mother is still a maid servant in Bandra, And it just got me thinking. I said, "My God, it is so nice to see the next generation doing something more than what their mothers did." Okay, so that is my smile tip for today. Can you take responsibility for one other person, one other student's life, at least one? If you can take responsibility, you are just going to create smiles forever. There was another maid servant from my mother's house in Mahim, and I used to stay in Bandra. See, I had two small children, so I could not go out to work. So I just did whatever I could sitting at home. So I remember one person had failed English for 3 attempts in SSC. Other one had failed English for 5th attempt. It was the 3rd attempt and 5th attempt. And they were my maid servant and her co-sister's daughter, brother-in-law's daughter. So both these, my maid servant's daughter, they used to come from Mahim to Bandra, and I would teach them English for just 2 months. It was not much effort, I said, before they go for their board exams, let me teach them English. I taught them the whole syllabus, explained the English in Hindi to them, and the bottom line is they passed the English exam and they got that metric certificate. For them to get a metric certificate is such a big deal, because then they can get a job. One girl got a job in a garment factory. It was a big deal that time, to get a job in a garment factory. I'm talking about 97, 98. Another one got a job in a beauty parlor. Today she has her own beauty parlor, So it is so nice, and the mothers are not doing maid servant work anymore. Obviously they are old, but it is so nice to see the children of your maid servants, doing something great for your life. So that is my smile tip for today. Just take responsibility for some child, some student. And my experience is that the girls have always done well. Surprisingly, I've tried to take responsibility for the boys, but the boys are not, for some reason, the boys don't do as well compared to the girls of maid servants. So that's my smile to today. Make your maid servants' children smile and you smile. Okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful yoga session.